Aid, mate. Oh, talk me through that, pal. Wolves again. We knew it was going to be tough, mate, and it proved that way, didn't it, mate? Ultimately, we ended up taking nothing.
You know, Wolves have been our bogey team ever since they came into the Premier League, and we always struggle when we play against them. Even when we beat them earlier in the season, we had to work hard for it. But we were awful tonight, if I'm being honest with you. For at least 70 minutes of that game, I've never seen so many overhit passes. We were just misplacing everything. We just could not get a rhythm going, and I'm surprised that Wolves didn't even take the lead going into half-time. David De Gea pulled off a worldly save, and you know, they were the better team throughout. We were embarrassing. You know, I came here expecting to see a decent game, and all I saw was a Wolves training session, and you know, we just couldn't get that goal, and we're just not good enough. And I'm just being honest when I say I can't see us making top four with this team if we continue performing like this.
You say couldn't get the goal, mate. Early on in the season, defensively it was the problem. Right now, I'm not really concerned with the defence much. My concern is the lack of control up front. We never were able to sustain an attack. We never kept the ball in their half, especially in the first half. An underperforming front line is a massive concern, considering who's in it, mate.
Yeah, to be honest with you, we've got no excuses. You know, when you've got a team like Ronaldo, Cavani, Rashford, Sancho, you think with a front line like that, we should be putting the goals away, you know. But there's just no, it's like they don't know each other half the time. It's like they've never trained together or played together before. It's like they're still trying to get used to each other, and they've been together for how many months now. And if it continues like this, mate, we're just going to continue falling behind. And when I look at the Premier League table, it's no surprise to me that we're like 20 odd points off the top. There's a lot of work to do with this team. And I know Rannick's only been here for a short time, but we need to clear house, if I'm being honest with you. So many players look like they need to go, and it's January now, the transfer window is open. We've got to make changes, because if we keep like this from now to the end of the season, forget the top six.
That's it, mate. You said players need shipping out. One player Rannick's keen on keeping is Edison Cavani. In again today, a lot of people will say with that team selection earlier on today that they weren't expecting Cavani to play 2 games in what is probably 3 days. He did look obsolete today. He wasn't with it at all. And is that on Rannick for picking that same forward line? Because we lack pace. We couldn't get in behind, and we didn't have a delivery in the box to suit his sort of game there today, did we?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I know you wouldn't have thought he would have played 2 games in 3 days, but I don't think Rannick really wanted to change a winning team too much. You know, probably should have freshened it up a bit, maybe given Rashford a start. But other than that, I could understand why he didn't really want to change the front line. But, you know, Ronaldo, I was cheering. I thought he scored, but I think it might have been offside. And then Bruno Fernandes, when he came on, he changed the game. And, you know, that free kick right at the end, I was praying it was going to go in the top corner, and it just didn't happen. But a lot of work needed, mate. We just seem rusty as hell for whatever reason, but there's a lot of work needed with this team. We're just not good enough right now.
You said there was chances to change the game with substitutes. Substitutes, I think we expected the Bruno one, but Greenwood coming off, there was groans and boos in the crowd when that one happened. I mean, he has to take some sort of flack for that. I thought Greenwood was alright. I thought he was our best forward. First half especially, second half. What do you reckon to the substitutions, mate? Is that going down as a Rannick mistake for you?
I think it is a Rannick mistake. For me, I would have left Greenwood on. If I was going to take it or anyone off, I would have taken Sancho off. I would have left Greenwood on. I would have given him the 90 minutes, because when you think about it, if Greenwood's in the right position and he's taking a shot or goal, he never scores ugly goals, mate. He knows how to put it in the back of the net. I know he's not at his best, but for me, Greenwood should have stayed on.
Yeah, I mean, Sancho underperformed for a lot of people today. Them 2 players there. You've got players like Martial who want out of the club, who's not going to get into the team. Is there a shout for trying to hang on and trying to convince these players to stay, or is it a case of stick with Rannick's methods, say if you don't want to be at this club, you're gone, you're out the door? Or looking at that tonight, it's just so bad at the moment, because there's so many of our forwards out of form.
There are, but you know what? If your heart's not in it and you don't want to be at the club, you got to go. You have to go. You have to, mate, because if you're going to be playing unhappy, it's not going to benefit the team. It's just going to drag everyone else down. So Martial, love the guy, but if he wants to go, the World Cup is this year, then he's got to go, mate. And not just Martial, there's a few others. Donny van der Beek, again, didn't even get any minutes tonight, and you know, I can only see him going as well. There's so many players, 6-7 players that probably have to leave between now and the summer, and sooner it's done the better, mate, because we're just nowhere right now.
Yeah, I mean, mate, there were positives there tonight. I thought defensively we were decent. I thought the forwards ended up letting the defence down. Shout out to a man who's not played for 2 years, who's probably one of our best players tonight. I mean, I've slaughtered this man many a time, mate, but I think he's shown more composure in one game than Harry Maguire has all season. He's been out for 2 years. I mean, there are slight positives. The defence is looking a bit more solid. It's just hard to take, and it's hard to compliment them when the rest of the team is so bad, mate.
That's the horrible thing, you know. I felt
you want to compliment them, don't you?
I would do. For me, it is hard, but I'm going to give it to Phil Jones, mate. He's been out for 2 years. He's taken a lot of stick from us fans, and he's just shown us that he will play for that badge. And like you said, he has put in a performance tonight that's been better than what Harry Maguire has done all season. So huge shout out to Phil Jones. He's going to be my man of the match tonight, and I just hope that if he can stay fit, keep him in the team, and hopefully he can find that form again that we know he's got, and he can go on a decent run. But unfortunately, we let him and the defence down tonight with that performance, because we should have got something out of tonight's game.
Hey, safe journey, old mate. Cheers for coming on, pal.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.